Every time I need to go, every time I need to know. Bitch, please call me now. I don't wanna win the war, win the war, win the war, win the war, win the war.
Bitch, please call me now. I don't wanna win the war. Bitch, please call me now. I don't wanna win the war.
Well, I guess we got it fixed now. So, anyways, so yeah, ran into a technical issue, but it don't matter. Whatever. You don't need to see my face. Camera's not working. Anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you all for showing up. Hi, Angela. Hi, Demetria. Thank you, all you mad ones, for being here today. Well, let's just go on and get to it then. So, we're going to be doing the Terminator painting today. That's what we're going to be working on. So, I hope you guys are ready for that. Give me just a second. We'll get ready to go. I had to do a driver update for the computer. Ain't that wonderful? And you know what happened after that? This, where I don't have any kind of visual, right? So that's great, but it don't matter. It's cool. Still here. So, alright. So it looks like we got most of everything situated. So I'm going to just try to shapen up a lot of this today. That's basically it. So, you know, if you guys want to talk through your conversation down there in the chat, hopefully, if you're new to the channel, you hope you have a good time here. We usually just paint and do different types of art, like hand-drawn art, on Sundays. So, alright. I'm gonna use these starting off.
Every time I need to go, every time I need to know. Bitch, please call me now. I don't
So, how's everybody's weekend been so far? I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good weekend, or trying to have a good weekend. Hope you got to do what you were trying to do. If you did, that's cool. Try not to get my big head in the way. good weekend? That's good to me. Sure good to hear that. Glad that you had a good weekend. My weekend was alright so far. I'm hoping we make some solid progress with this painting today. That's at least what I'm trying to do. Well, you know, hey, how you doing there, Nuclear? Thanks for showing up. Glad you made it. There we go. Trying to get a little bit of, trying to get some organization going on with this. So, gave a little bit of attention here. This is where I want to work at for most of, for a little bit. I want to try to get this situated and figured out. I truly don't know what I'm trying to do. I just need some shape so I can make the road, right? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. So that's what we're going to do here. Not much really to talk about today. I don't know, my brain's been kind of all over the last week. So I have nothing going on upstairs in my head. I guess you could say my brain's kind of smooth right now. There's no actual texture to it. It's like Jello. It's got a smooth brain. I don't know what to do with myself now. Oh. Hey, Sean, how you doing? You can barely hear my voice. I ain't talking about much. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing anything. Yeah. There, I'll turn it down some. I ain't got much I'm talking about there. How's that? Is that better? Is that a little bit better? Maybe that's better. I ain't got nothing to talk about yet. I may have something. Who knows? Who knows? someone give me something good to talk about, I can talk about something. I have nothing off the top of my head. I'm just, you know, news is just, yes, okay, fantastic. Trying to get some paint out of this sucker. I think this pen's about, no, this can't be it, because I threw away the other one. So this is a brand new one. I guess it's sat too close to the window. I had a box of these black and white paint pens, which are nice. Acrylic paint pens are nice, but you gotta watch out with paint. Paint and alcohol-based markers. Temperature difference, you gotta be careful with that. They'll go bad. Like, won't work bad. So that's the thing. You know, you don't have to take my word for it. Like, you know, like LeVar Burton was saying, read 'em rainbow. You don't have to take my word for it. You know, I just know that a couple of days ago, I was cleaning out one of my little storage areas, and I had a whole bin of alcohol pens. I was going to try to do some hand drawing and do some coloring and show you guys what that's all about, but you know, that went to put, so now I gotta get some more markers. So yeah, that's lovely. Always something, right? Always something. Oh well. Takes money to make money, right? Or maybe this time around just won't put them near the window where the temperature's weird. But anyway. So what you guys got for me? Anybody got anything interesting you want to talk about? Anything you want to jabber about? Anything you want to hear me woog about? You know, you want equal rights for blind stormtroopers? Put it down there in the chat. You wish Yu-Gi-Oh! The show was more based on a topless burlesque dancers than a card game? Put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. I ain't got much of anything. I guess the only thing that's new in my life is I've been working on stress and trying to handle my stress in my life, which isn't very much. I usually just cut that and the people that cause me stress out of my life. I just get rid of them. But I've been working on how to relieve myself of stress, and it's a really nice thing when you can get to a point of peace with that. So anybody that's on a journey looking for stress-free living, I hope you the best. It is doable. Alright, now, yep, going Yu-Gi-Oh! Strip Club, yeah, I mean, it could work, very possible, but I don't think people are applying themselves right. I mean, I guess that's what the exotic dancers of the future will be, is just that, right? It would just be a bunch of robots. You shouldn't be glorifying that, Mel. That's bad. Yeah, it is. It could be. Hey, tell me something. How often do you guys feel unhinged for society, like being out and about in normal society, like going to the store or stuff? How many of you feel like you're becoming more unhinged as time goes along? If that's the case, don't feel bad. You're okay. You're actually not going crazy. There we are. So I'm trying to get some new blood in here. Trying to get some new people in here. I think I know I got a good hook to bring some new blood in here. So as the night goes on, the more people that come to the stream, the less gasoline I use to start up my my lawnmower router. Could you imagine that if you had to start up electronics with gas, like a router or a computer, if we didn't have like just normal conventional ways of doing stuff? I think I messed this up, so I'm trying to save it, but it turned to shit, and I just, good grief. I need more cards, that way that always helps get more people to the show. Yeah, true. True. I'm trying to get these daggone canvases painted, like actually photographed. That's the biggest thing I'm trying to do right now, is get photographs of these, since I need to get them up. And I guess it's like a portfolio thing. Something I'm doing soon. I'm trying to give somebody an opportunity to do photography, so we'll see how that goes. You know, or whatever. So there we go. cool. Okay, so we got that. So I wanted that to be kind of the size. Kind of show you what the size difference is going to be instead of the other silly ones I had before. They were just placeholders, like I said before. That's what they were for. Let's see here. Alright, so we're going to try to pick these bills real quick. Not a real fan of whatever I did over here. You know, placeholder or not. Oh man, I forgot my candy. Whatever. I'll get in a bit. Alright, let me get over here. Get to work. Yeah, you guys can see that up here, I'm sure. Pay my bills today. That's good. It's always good to do. Being able to do that. Damn. Where's that water at? Being able to pay your bills is always good. You got the money to be able to do it. Not much you can do if you don't have the money for it. You just kind of just have to say, oh well, right? But oh man. Anybody else do anything awesome today? I mean, Demetra says she was chilling. Unpaid bills. Anybody else do anything? I mean, chilling, hanging out's good too. You gotta take time for yourself. I always say that. I'm always a firm believer in you gotta take time, right? Because time is easily given, freely taken, right? And everybody's trying to steal it. Time is the most precious resource on the planet. In known existence, actually. Think about it. This is the only thing you can never get any more of. That's why I never worry about like money too much. Those do thing coupons or what I call stress bucks. I like to call those stress dollars. Like money is a stressful construct, but anyways, that's a different subject of conversation. Hey Skull, how you doing? Let's see, finish doing laundry, going again tomorrow. That sounds like a plan. How you doing, Skull? Hope you're doing alright. Thank you for showing up. Hope you're having a good weekend, evening. I was asking everybody what they were doing or what they did do, if they did anything. And if you did or did not do anything, that's cool too. And I also mentioned about taking time. I was about to say, you can't have time unless you take the time. And the only way to take time is you gotta steal it. So you gotta steal your own time. You gotta steal your time. Because everybody takes it, you know. Everybody, everything takes their time, right? So, you know, and it's like I never have any time. Well, you gotta steal it for yourself. How do you steal it from myself? Well, you know, that I can't tell you. But I can tell you who can. A professional thief. There we go. So we gave that a little nice Google. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So is that? Let me see. So is that a? Let me see. I'm assuming that that's a real person. Let me look it up. Let me take a peek. Let me see if I can find something on this person. Give me 1 second. Oh, I see. Okay, from Bleach. Ah, you got me. See, I never watched much of Bleach. Well, I see. Okay. So is this a main character or one of the sub characters? Because I know Bleach has got like a slew of sub characters, like a lot of sub characters. I know that that's one thing that they have a ton of, and it's kind of a joke that I've heard people over the years say, like, you know, if you got a character that you like, they're probably just someone else to show up and disappear, which is fine. It's a shonen, you know, it's one of those shonen jobs. So they do that. That's part of their gimmick. They have big rosters and they don't use everybody, right? But it's still cool. And I still like that. That's neat. I need to try to watch it, I guess. It's like most stuff. I'll start strong, probably get a season or 2 in, maybe. And then somewhere I'll just teeter off because, you know, how most people say, well, life got in the way. Oh, you know, life, you know, life. Yeah. You know, it does. It can. It can get in the way, you know. And time. All this stuff runs into each other. So it's like something crazy. But I'll tell you another show I tried to get into and I just can't, and that's One Piece. I don't think you can pay me enough money to watch One Piece. I just don't have the mental fortitude for it. A little above sub character. Okay, I can take that. A step above sub character, so okay. That's not too bad. So she's a heavy plot character. I'm sure that there's another term for it, but that's usually what I consider characters is, you know, a plot character. Someone who's essentially a part of the plot. You know, like, you could say certain characters like, I would use Naruto, but I don't know much about Naruto. Well, I know about Naruto. I haven't watched much Shippuden. I've hopped around too much. I got I guess you would say the equivalent of season 4 of Naruto Shippuden. Stopped watching it for a while, forgot everything, you know, because life happened, right? You know, that life thing, right? And then after that, I just never got back to it, forgot to try to watch it again, got up to, I guess, when the grandma or the older lady, the older shinobi was helping them face off against, I guess, the dummy guy or whatever, the guy that can control wooden dummies. And I'm not ruining a bunch of stuff with that, but I got a little bit past that. I think maybe a little bit further past that, so I don't know where I'm at. Maybe season 2 or something like that. But yeah, and I just stopped. I need to go back. I need to finish it. I just haven't. I don't know. Sometimes it's the pacing. I gotta say that it's the pacing. You know? Naruto's got a lot of characters, or I don't know. Maybe like Krillin. Krillin he's a Tien's basically a strong character by Cell Saga. I would say, yeah, if it's a step up, I would say probably a little bit. Yeah, I would say probably about a good Tien. As I would say, you could say Yajirobe, but no, Yajirobe's kind of on that low tier. Krillin's higher up on the tier than Yajirobe. Yeah, I would say that. Nothing's wrong with Yajirobe. He has a good role in Dragon Ball, in the Dragon Ball universe. He drives around and gets the Sensu beans. That's crucial, right? He's out there doing the heavy lifting. Yeah, right. Yeah, but no, One Piece, I have a problem. I can't. It's too much going on. And what's really sad is when the shonen got here, and it was like still syndicated on TV. Like I remember it still being on Fox Kids, right? And it was coming on then. And same thing with Shaman King and all the rest of that. Like they didn't know what to do with that stuff at that time. Like the early 90s, early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, they really had no idea what to do with this. So they're like, oh well, we'll just show it here and see if kids like it. And yeah, well, we became the test subjects, and it worked. Right? Worked pretty damn well, if I should say so myself. Good job. Now, there we go. That building is completely ravaged. Come in with the white paint and finish that. What I had is cut off Vegeta's tail. I mean, that's about it. Really, I mean, that's about it. If we're talking about, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's about it. After that, you haven't done anything else. I don't know. I think you have to have sub-characters. I think it's good to have now. I think they bring more character to the story than the main protagonist. You know, an antagonist. Use the correct terminology for this. Right, you know. And I say nerds because I'm a nerd, right? So, as a nerd, I will say nerd. Nerd. So, you know, that's exactly what it is. I tell you exactly what I think. Because this is what I stayed up for 3 days straight on the forum talking about this. I'm a trained professional. Right? Those guys. I used to love that, going to conventions and hear these guys talk. You know, like go to anime conventions or comic book conventions and hear people get into small quarrels about actually that I miss that a little bit. It's getting to be that time of year though, spring. Everyone is ready for spring. Getting out, being around people, sunshine, that stuff, right? That's what everybody wants. Oh, by the way, someone told me today that I have a voice that is really good for radio. I thought that was flattering. That was nice. The madness has spread. You know, it's like radio. This voice, impossible. Why? But no, I thought that was a nice compliment. I'm like, well, thank you. I would love to do something like that, maybe. You know, but I don't know what to talk about. I just ramble, right? Once more city blonde. There we go. I like that. So we're gonna do this background skylight, right? And it's gonna have just some skeletal buildings in the background, like there's something there, right? Once upon a time. And just wash, you know, the rest of the city that's just kind of paid off and not great. Now I'm just gonna wash that back. Let's see. Supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to be warm. You know, watch yourself out there. Don't get too close to people right now. People are running around with like the bubonic plague on their bodies, right? And I say that figuratively. Don't get crazy, because there's probably somebody that's scrolling by, and that would be an opportune moment for the madness to hit them as soon as it's like, I heard a voice on the internet say tuberculosis, oh my god, ah! And then they go crazy and buy up all the toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and all the, you know, and go nuts. And then they lock themselves in the house. You know, we don't need that happening. I don't want to be held responsible for any of that. So let's just jam to this, because this is one of my favorite songs. Let's turn it up a little bit. In my headphones, not you. a nice little shapely building there. If this is your first time being here, definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get up to 300. Let's make this channel big. What about it, huh? What's the worst that can happen? We have an awesome time. Hey, Zateris, thanks for popping in. Ah, yes. This painting is becoming a glimpse into the future. I am painting reality, my friend. Yes, this is a glimpse into the future. This is just a precursor to the stuff I am going to be doing this year. It's going to be all kinds of technological wonder. I don't know. I'm having a good time with this, but yeah, no, the more and more we go day by day, we're getting closer and closer to this being a reality. You know, just remember, you know, remember this, science fiction is always kind of a precursor to reality. But you can take that however you want to. I'm just saying, catch up on the stuff. The big movies, I would say, top 3, you know, Skynet, it will say Tesla, yeah, or just a T. So here's a couple of things that I want you guys to watch, okay? So definitely pay attention to like the Terminator and the Matrix, both of those. I put those both together as one, right? So be familiar with those two, okay? So you get that. Get yourself familiar with Event Horizon, right? Understand how dimensional portals work, okay? And then we're getting very close to it, right? So, and what would be number 3? Well, I would say watch the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That'll get you up to speed. Oh boy, we're gonna have such a fun time, aren't we? Boy, I can't wait. I'm glad that we're insane though. All of us being here and we're mad. Oh, we're gonna have a great time, you know. Have a fun time. Oh man, that sounds grim. Well, let me tell you, if you're still watching, you haven't left yet, let me tell you this. So, we're gonna laugh our way until these things start trampling around, because there's only one thing that we can do, and that is wait for a thunderstorm, because they're still made out of metal. And robots always mess up. I mean, look at the AI now. It's barely doing anything until some A-kid decides that he wants to sit there and do a little bit of some of that Frosty the Snowman and trying to be a savant and give it sentience. But I don't know anything about that. I'm just an artist. I like comic books and I eat a lot of candy, right? Welcome to Club Mad Mill. Down here, it's called the Underground. We have the hottest dancers in the entire city. Come for the music, stay for the drinks, right? Boy, I cannot wait. And you know what's going to suck is that the first one, when they go active, can you imagine if someone had one as a sex spy and then they punch their hand through your face? That's going to be really bad. And I know that sounds grim, right? But someone's going to be in that position. Oh wait, that's going to suck, man. Go on ahead and buy stock right now while you still have an opportunity. You too may be rich off of goon cash. Mel, that's unhinged. You shouldn't be making fun of people who have the dilemma of the goon. Oh well, that is true. But we try to help them with the art therapy of the thickness, it'll reprogram. And what that is the reprogramming of the human brain by using visual thick representation of that, and we reprogram it every time. That's what we do here in the facility sometimes. I'm just messing around. Oh boy. Oh look, how many people we got today? Looks like we got 7 people on deck. Ahoy hoy, we got a whole crew. This would actually be considered a decent crew to fly a spaceship, or consider it to be a pirate vessel, which could be ran with 7 people. Pretty decently. It would suck, but you could. So, ahoy, welcome aboard. See, that's what I would do. I would be a space pirate if there was anything I could do. Like if someone said I have a magic wand, I could go ding, and you can be whatever you want to. I want to be like Captain Harlock, flying around in the depths of space. I wouldn't be one of those type of space pirates that would like kill somebody or anything. I would disable your ship, right? Like I could shoot this like magnetic EMP and kill your ship, right? And it's retractable. I can just pull it back, boom. And it'd be nice, to shut your ship down and then, pulse and knock everybody out, and then take all your stuff. And then, but don't get confused though. Like I'm not a pacifist completely. No. I mean, I would have firepower that would be able to shut a planet down. So, but it would be fun, like flying around. It'd be like a space yacht, like a bunch of he's flying around, one of those ships, and then you just pull them over and up. That's far enough. Come on ahead. Yeah, that's right. Just go on ahead and open the airlock. And then you just come in there. You can't do this. You'll call the authorities. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Just crazy, right? That'd be fun. It's good to have little thoughts like that. And that's how you end up with an imagination. Actually, I'll tell you a little trick if you want to get your imagination back like you did as a child. And this is going to be important because how I'm going to show you guys in the future how to draw is you kind of have to tap into that. It makes it a little bit easier for you, and it's like, how would that make it easier for me if I want to have training? Yeah, you can train yourself to draw, yeah. But it makes it easier for you to be able to grab onto it because, you can use a visual representation of something in your mind, right? So, we're gonna have fun soon. There's some stuff we're gonna do. I just got finished doing the drawing for a time lapse. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I think I have about 3 that should be ready to come up soon, probably in the next week. So, couple of them, 2 of them are just the sketches that I do for the coloring book, so you'll get to see those. And I figured that would be a way for me to breeze through them a little bit quicker, and so we can do different stuff during the stream during the week. Unless if you mad ones like seeing the coloring books be made. Now you might be wondering, how do I get one of these, Mad Mill? You draw on them, and I want one. Well, there are a couple of things that I am working on with getting those out. One of which is probably putting them on the Etsy, but if I do that, then it will only be domestic. I will not be able to send those probably internationally because of the shipping. Now I could probably do something with the shipping, do something with the flat rate with that, But that's something I can look into. The other is what I'm working on currently right now, which that's in the R&D department. So that's a very soon thing. So probably will know what is happening this week sometime. How close we are to getting that. But I definitely want these to be out so you guys can get them in. I want to see how you guys color them and show me what you guys can do. There we go. Let that chill out for a minute. Okay. So I'm going to gray that out back there. So now I need to get a little gray brush. A little bit of gray on the brush. Let me shake up the gray. Then we get the gray pen. Then we shake it up just a tad bit. And then we add some gray to the background. Ah, beautiful. Alright. Make sure I don't get my big bulbous sized head in the light. Oh, there we go. It'll probably be better with a brush. This is just tacky. This is doing what I need it to do. Be just a smidge darker, just a tad bit. So I think we can just add a little bit of black paint, just a dollop, right? That's what most people think. Like, hey, just add a dollop of black paint, right? And then that will work. Because I've been asked this before. What would happen if you just did that? I mean, I can add a dollop of daisy here, right? And a little bit of there. Right? Oh my god, you're right over the picture. Why would you do that? Oh my goodness, what if you have an accident? Well, that would be a shame. There we are. That's beautiful. Let's see. Great detail on the drawing, Mel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Average view duration, huh? Alright, let's get the rest of this going back here. Let's scoopy skedaddle. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, that's starting to get some starting to look a little bit like something here. Starting to like how this is turning out. Alright, there we go. Let me see. Anybody want to throw something else in the chat? Keep the chat going. Let's keep talking. You know, got to keep these overlords happy because they won't, you know, let me do anything cool because they always want to ride my ass because, you know, they're like, oh, you're not engaging enough or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. Just give me something. I'll just start rambling. I'll just start talking, and I'll just keep jabbering. And someone can just say "cool" every so often, right? And then we'll get this algorithm mess. We'll hijack them, right? We'll tell them to put the plastic bag over their head. Tell them to walk the plank. There you Here's a question for you guys. What would you do if I got finished with this and then I just like set this thing on fire, like outside? Like I just burned this whole thing. Just incinerated it. Just poured gas on it and just lit it on fire. Just destroyed it. Public feedback parts. Oh, beautiful. Well, we have 9 people here, and I'm sure that once I start talking about this, we're going to go from 9 people probably down to 1. So, public feedback parts. So, let's talk about the feedback. What are we talking about here? So, there is a theory I had with some other colleagues of mine about the usefulness of the feedback that is used on horses and how it could be utilized for using it for human consumption of food. They thought I was crazy, except for a couple said, wait a minute, you might be onto something. So we came up with a hypothesis that if you put a feedback on a human being, that they would be able to graze all day long with nutritious food stuffed in a bag, right? Attached to the head, where that way they can be completely on the go. You never have to worry about, oh man, can I get a meal or anything? It's in the bag, right? And yeah, see, we lost one person. So, that right there. You see, I already feel like we had 9, so 8 out of 9 people agree that feedbacks might be the way to go in the future. I mean, you know, I don't know exactly how like sanitary that would be. It'd probably be absolutely horrible. Oh, it looks like we got somebody back. Hey, welcome back. I don't know. This algorithm thing, I try to watch it because it tells me if my stream goes down or it gets ready to crash, right? But I don't know. I never know. So, you know, so I'm watching that, and then I see the number going up and down, which I think that's cool. But anyway, so feedback parks. Okay, so what it would be is basically it would be a park where you could take your whole family. Now, is this a park where it would be okay for just now? Are we wanting just feedback people only, or are we talking about family members and friends and the public being able to be in a feedback park, as well as people without feedbacks? Is it kind of like if you have a dog park, right? But you don't have a dog. Is it how exactly would this work? Because I'm thinking of it being like a dog park situation. And if you don't have a dog, you shouldn't be in the park. Which means if you don't have a feedback on your face, you shouldn't be in the park. That's how I'm looking at it. Which I think that's totally acceptable. Right place for the right situation. You know, you don't want to be on the dance floor with a feedback. That's weird. Could you imagine that? You out there getting your groove on and someone's got this damn harness on their face. That's going to kill all the sexy right there. You don't even want to be there. Now you're questioning, should I have paid the $40 for parking, the $30 for the drinks, all for a maybe, and then I see this sucker over here with the feedback on his face on the dance floor. I'm going home. You spend $100 for a bad time, right? Because someone wanted to crash out with a bag on their face. Out there having a good time. You know. Nevertheless, let's see here. Suppose they overeat with the feedback. I mean, now that's grim, but we know what's going to happen there. We don't have to say it out loud. Now that's another problem. How is everybody going to handle that in public? You know, because you got your bag on, and then you overgorging, and then all of a sudden it's all over the dance floor, right? Everywhere. You know, nobody wants this. It's a great idea until that. You know, unless if you have like an emergency heave-ho release, right, where the whole bottom of the bag just drops out. Okay, now we're talking something. Okay, you know, it's like, oh my God, I'm about to get sick. Oh boy, and then you like the heave-ho switch, clank, and then the bottom of the bag opens up, and it just everything falls out, so you can get to a trash can, or toilet, or grass, or whatever. Hey Sloth, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. So, what is your view about the feedbacks on the face for human use? It's been brought up to me a few times. Let's see. It's just like a gas mask, but wait, did I read that right? It's like a gas mask, but for lunchable, blended. My brain's the music right now. I'm having a hard time. Oh, that's unhinged. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, it's just like that. See, I asked for just a little talk back in the chat, and then it just goes insane, and that's great. Couldn't ask for anything better. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Tell your friends. There's a crazy man out here. I have a face. I just usually don't show while I'm doing this big painting. And my camera's acting a little wonky because Discord acted stupid. That's why I didn't have any audio, no microphone, none of that, because Discord wanted to be a horse. I gotta fix this. I'm looking at this and this looks like, I don't know, it looks like an elephant tried to do a backflip and everything went bad. I'm okay with elephants teaching my kids karate. What style of martial arts do you know? I know elephant fudo. What is that? The trunk style. I carry a pistol with me into the bathroom because I'm scared of my own shadow. I'm afraid it might grab me with a plastic bag and take me out there to see Peter Pan again. Everything's unhinged. The last time I went to a restaurant was when I woke up inside of my house backwards in the fence. I have my pants inside out in the sink. Jeffrey did laundry in my stove. I called 915. How else am I going to eat my pizza Lunchable? It's the only, it didn't come out the same way it went. No! Why me? Why me? These are the questions I ask myself when I get locked in the shower outside when I'm in the basement. 47 degrees north, latitude south. Batman was a clown in his early years. He shot his own parents in the alley. Bruce Wayne is the Joker. Changed my mind. I don't believe anybody else would believe me if I told you that Bruce Wayne was the Joker. And they would say, you're insane. And I would say, you know what? You're right, you got me. That was fun. That was fun. Next time I will pick up the tab at the bar, but when we drink I'll ask them for diet water. If you want to have a great time when you go out to eat, let your waiter or waitress, if you really want to see if they're a tight ass or not. This is key. Okay? This is key. If you get a waiter or waitress and you're having a good time and they come by and they say, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. We'll say Doug or whatever, right? My name is Doug. What can I get you to drink? And just kid with them and just say this. I would like to get a diet water. You know, something silly like that. Can I get a what's your hottest ice cream that you have today? You know, something silly. Something that makes no sense. You know, like, some people say, is this gluten free? You can say, is this rodeo clown friendly meat? And then they're like, what? And then you just chuckle and you say, yeah, that's what I want. You know, get a good laugh at them, right? You want to give somebody a good laugh. Now, if you don't have the finesse and they may look at you weird, it's worth a try. You know, break the tension. Now, if you just don't have a funny bone in your body, don't do it. That's all I'm going to say. If you make sure you got somebody with you that's sound that can say, hey man, that joke was bad. You know. I'll tell you something that was really funny. I worked with a guy one time. Man, this was back when... this had to be like early 2010s, somewhere 2010, 20 whatever. But this dude, he was terrible at jokes. Let's see, clown meat, USDA Hong Kong grade A. Yeah, that's it. I want. Does this have 30% funny meat? That's what I like right there. That, yes, we want all of that. That is what we want. Yes, you must ask them if this meat's funny. Now, here's the big question. Here's a question for you guys, and I want some honesty here. I know I asked this before, but which one is better, Yoo-hoo or actual chocolate milk? And I'm talking about cold Yoo-hoo in a bottle. I'm not talking about in the can like no homeless person. I'm talking about glass bottle, shook up, freshly put in the fridge, been in there. We'll say both are in glass bottles. Both of them are ice cold, right? Not cold enough that it starts to get crystals and all that nasty stuff. No, but just cold, right? And you can pick whatever chocolate milk you want, and then Yoo-hoo. There you go. Let me know. For me, it's a hard one. I do like Yoo-hoo. When I was younger, I used to say there was nothing better than Yoo-hoo. You know. And then, so, but then I realized there are chocolate milks out there that are pretty damn good. I can't lie. I'm over here thinking to myself, have I had any really bad chocolate milk? I'm like, no, not really. I want my steak very well done, almost burnt to the point the blood comes out black. That's crazy that you're not even eating the meat. Like you're eating char. Like that's insane. But I mean, if some people don't like eating rare meat, I get it. I know some people give me a fun time when I tell them I can't anymore. I have to eat everything, the best I can do. It has to be medium well, but it has to be more on the well than medium, right? Just because my body can't handle the risk of getting, food parasites or anything, slightly unfortunate, but oh well. Cowboy meat is not that funny. It goes Hong Kong. Slide up. Let's do the funny meat. Uh-oh, what we got from here? What you got here? Yoo-hoo. That's good, but I don't like having just do it. Let yourself mix the powder or the syrup and the milk. Yep, that's good. Or do you want my grandma used to do for us when we were kids? Mix evaporated milk, okay, and sweetened condensed milk together. And cocoa powder, that's something. That was actually really good. That sounds pretty good. That actually sounds pretty good. I have to say I'm not shaking a stick at that whatsoever. Alright, so we need to figure this out. What are we doing here? What are we doing now? That's really cool. Yeah, I have to say I do like the Nesquik powder. I do like the Nesquik powder. I like Ovaltine too. I ain't gonna lie, Ovaltine was pretty awesome. You know, more Ovaltine. Yeah, that dumbass commercial with kids. Subliminal messages in our everyday lives, feeding us the things we want to eat. They said they're going to change how we eat. Our brains are already. I love the taste of Cocoa Pebbles. You know why food tastes so strange? Is because we're 90% plastic bag. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not really kidding when I say that I was having a conversation with someone and I told them that their great-great-grandchild might be part plastic bag, which is possible for everybody. That we all might be half bag. So you think about it. Grandson, you are such a wonderful child. I am so happy to get to meet you, my great-grandchild. And then you just, with like my face somewhere on here, right? And then it's like, oh, granddaddy, and then you got a plastic bottle baby. That's what we got. That's the future that we live in, with robots and plastic humans. Yeah, and you want to know what else is funny? Riding your bicycle without a helmet doesn't sound too bad now, does it? It told me not to do it. It said it would be bad. No, you wore your helmet and it still was bad. Sounds like you, Mel. Not many people do. Nah. I kid. I know. I hope you guys can see this okay. You guys still able to see this? Yeah, I hope so. It was actually really good. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That right there. That whole statement right there. But we're gonna say everything's gonna be okay, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be fine, and you're gonna be all right, and you're gonna live forever. You guys are gonna be in these Terminator bodies, and everything will be okay, and you don't have to worry about nothing because you can just take whatever you want. If I get to turn myself into a robot, I want to have a John Deere zero-turn lower part of my body, right, that I can change out for legs, because I'm sure I still want to be able to have legs, but I can switch that out at any point in time I want to, and I want an Apache helicopter torso, right, and then I want, better yet, I want to be able to deploy out of my body the Jean-Claude Van Damme R2-D2s out of my body, right? I want to be able to just eject those out like drones that'll run around, and they just roll around. Oh boy, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. You can tell Santa Turkey that I want that for Halloween, Christmas. That's what I want. For 4th of July birthday, Hanukkah, that's what I want. Kwanzaa, what is it? I don't even know. Kwanzaa Valentine's. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Everything. That's what I want. We put all the holidays together and call it Yes Day, and just celebrate all of them all at the same time. You have Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. You know, you have you want that candy corn dressing. You know, cranberry chocolate covered deviled eggs. Yeah, just hideous. Just that's what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants all these holidays at the same time. Just throw everything together. I want a deep fried turkey stuffed with chocolate, right? Halloween chocolate. I want it stuffed with Halloween chocolate, right? With those little, and then dipped in that cherry stuff that they have, right, for Christmas, right? Those little like chocolate covered cherries. Just put that as a glaze over the turkey, right? And yeah, that's what we want, right? Yeah, just mix it all together. It's just hideous. What you got here? On the third day of Easter, 4th of July, my true smooth man gave to me a partridge fireworks display and a pear tree, pear tree Easter basket fireworks. Yeah, that's what he gave me. That's what he gave me. I got 3 days off of work for this holiday. The banks were always closed when they were open. So now they're on completely disabled. My bank is on disability. If you or a loved one have been touched by an elevator, you may be compensated if it went down when it was supposed to go up. How many times have you put your money inside the machine and then it put the machine inside of you? You can get compensated for that. The last time I opened up a garage door, it told me to put myself back inside. And I said, inside where? And I woke up in the garage. If you're inside of a restaurant like a McDonald's or a Taco Bell or anything like that, and you get a drink, and the other person near you gets a drink, and they're with you, but when they get their drink, they don't put a lid on their cup. They just drink it out in the open with everybody else out there in the open and general population. You need to be careful with that person. They may be a psychopath. They also might be a Pikachu in human clothing too. That is also a possibility. You never know when a Pikachu may be in a man's suit. Always remember when you go swimming to make sure that you load your backpack full of bricks, so that way you get full aerodynamics as you go down. What do we have here? My bank has the clap. You should tell your bank that it needs to get fixed, that it's sick, and your money is always going to be dirty. You need clean cash. I want my bank to have clean money. Give me that clean money. You know, that sound like that. You sound like that, and then they will make sure that your ham hot pockets will always be put to the front of the plane. Remember? If you want baggage claim to make sure that your clothing gets where you need to be, always remember to fill your duffel bag full of Barney parts. And we're not talking about the legs, we're talking about torso up. So make sure every time you have a carry-on, to fill it full of Barneys. Torsos. The last time I went on an African safari, I found a Jack in the Box. They still got my order wrong. That was fun. Hope you have fun too.
Just like you when you're looking at it like no sweets, no rush.
This is why I love watching, so I can enjoy this very sane conversation. I do too. I wish more people would talk with common sense like this all the time. Everybody's always talking about this and that, and they want to make their point. What I want people to understand when I talk to them is I want to look you dead in the eye when I eat your toes off your ham sandwich, right? And when your ham sandwich screams at me, I want to turn the channel on Netflix. So that way when I get my change out of the Coke machine, it tells me that I won the lottery when I went back inside the store sideways, right? So when I open my car door and I fall down into the ground outside of the tree bark, they tell me I know where my house is at, that the FBI agent that was wearing my pants was not the real man that was inside the cheese log. And that's all you need to know. That's it. That was all ad-lib, by the way. I will probably never be able to do it that way, so I'm glad that we recorded that. Tell your friends that this is what they're missing out on. What are they doing? They're over here watching somebody breathing heavy, playing a shooting game. If you want to see someone playing a shooting game, I don't know. I could probably try to play a shooting game. Is that what you guys want to see? Do you guys want me to game tonight? Do you want to play something? I mean, if you do, I can play something. Or I can just keep working on this because what I'm trying to do is hopefully this is making sense. I think it is. Because where I'm sitting, it looks like it's starting to actually look like, a real painting. Like, I mean, people were like, oh man, it'd be nice if you ever really start that painting at some point, like, you're always talking about, oh, you're going to paint. And I'm like, yeah, man, let me, like real for real. Oh, nice. So I'm just curious, but I mean, maybe people might not want to see the gaming, and I don't want to kill that either. I don't know. I don't care about no algorithm. I'm just doing what we like to do. And I play a game every now and then because I also like to scream and yell at the TV. See, I scream and yell at the TV not because it's telling me what I need to know, and it's not giving me the wrong information that I think is real, right? Did you like how I did that? See, I watch the TV for it to lie to me so I can find the truth, right? So when they tell me that the ground is gray, then I tell them that the green is yellow. And then they tell me that 38 is actually where the locker room is at. And I tell them that, well, I know where they keep the monkey and the cheese grater, and that's usually when the back door opens. And I get to go inside the room, and that's when the penguin has the duffel bag full of funny meat, and then you find out that Ryden was actually a robot. And if you're sitting right here, you would be able to see that this is a little car that's sitting here. Well, it's more of a pickup truck, really. Oh boy, this is fun. Tonight's conversation is brought to you by the letter 73. We hope that you enjoyed the color 46. And we also hope that tonight's sponsor, Eggland's Crowbars. Without Eggland's Crowbars, you're not using the right type of eggs. Eggland Crowbars, get them at your local DCW hardware store or where anybody sells hardware type food. I like to get my chainsaw biscuits at DCW hardware food store. That's the only type of food I feed my chainsaw. I found out my neighbor was feeding his chainsaw gasoline. I called the authorities on him. I never looked back. I did the right thing. I saved that chainsaw's life. I did the right thing. Oh boy. Actually, no, I don't need to use this. Now since I got that there, I don't need to use this. We can go on ahead and move this out of the way. Curds and whey. Curds and whey just sound gross, right? It's like Little Miss Muffet, Tuffet, eating her curds and whey. It sounds like some porridge type stuff. You know, maybe she was eating porridge. Who knows? I know one thing, I don't really want any curds and whey. You know? But what I do want, I want another one of those Jean-Claude Van Damme R2D C3POs or whatever for Christmas. That's what I want. I saw a video that somebody made with that, and it made me laugh really hard. Almost made my head explode, which I was really, really surprised at that. I didn't know that was going to happen, which that caught me off guard, and I was like, whoa, you know, because nobody's really ever expecting their head to just like explode, right? It's not like the first thing that you think of when you wake up like, man, I got my coffee. What do I do if I'm in the shower and my head explodes? Like, nobody ever thinks of that, right? That's normal. That's not just normal behavior. But in this case, that's what it kind of felt like. So like, oh man. There we go. Some of this I'm trying to get a lock on it. What's your favorite Power Ranger? Mine's the Green Tomato. That's my favorite Power Ranger. That's one I like. Here's some tips of things to not do, and I say heavily not do, this summer when you're having a good time with family and friends. Number one, do not bring a wood chipper slide to the party. Don't say that this is a cut above the rest. Nobody's going to want to ride on your slide. Number two, don't bring any hot dogs you left in your car to the party. I don't care what you say. That's not happening. Third but not least, if you're going to do a backflip, make sure you do it off the highest place possible for the maximum amount of flip. if anybody says that double dog dare you to do something, you have no other choice but to do it. If someone calls you out of your name because you choose not to do anything foolish, don't crash out and just say, I'm going to do it and I'm not some kind of letter starts with a B, and you lose your mind and break your spine. Remember, sometimes what seems like a good time may be a good time, but sometimes a bad time can also be a good time. I don't know what I was trying to go with that, but all I'm saying is wear your helmet when you go into the shower. You never know when you need it. My favorite Ranger is Scott, the middle-aged divorced dad with a receding hairline Ranger. He is so great. Season 3, man, he has such a turnaround remember the episode when they were like, oh man, we can't morph anymore, and then he came out there and he said, I can show you how to really change it, and then they cut real quick when he went for the pistol, right? And I knew what he was going to do. Like, nobody thought that was how the season was going to end, but he showed them. He really did. He really showed them what was going on. What was the deal with the standoff in the beginning of season 4? Did he hold everybody hostage, or what was going on with that? I never followed anymore after that. I started watching this news show called it's just called News Show. That's all. But that's what I was watching. I was watching this new show called News Show, and the new show was good. It's not like regular show because this is a news show. See, that's the difference. Someone's nose is hemorrhaging wherever they're at right now because I'm trying to figure out what I'm talking about. They just came through here and I caused them so much psychological pain they don't even know how they're going to recover. I feel bad for whoever my FBI agent is that's watching me all the time. I bet they probably got a whole team. This man's crazy. We must watch him. Okay, so I'm going to have to measure this all out. So this is going to be a last phase thing. So I want these to be able to look like actual treads, and I know what they're supposed to look like, so I'm not touching that anymore. So what about the game? What you guys want to do with that? You want me to game? And if you want me to game, what you want me to play? Someone throw something up there. Because I don't have to game. I mean, I just do it just because I know some of you guys like gaming, and I figured what better way to just kind of ease the stream with just a little easy game. So, but if you guys don't like that and you just want to stick strictly to me doing art, I can do that too. You know, I'm just curious, giving you guys an option. Granted, don't forget I can always just say no. Just paint my face with baloney meat, you know, and I don't know. What would you do if you found somebody snorting Hot Pocket crumbs in the bathroom? How would you feel? Throw your comments down there in the chat. Let's see what you guys have to say. I know I threw a lot of stuff out there. Throw whatever you can back. You got it. I believe in you. And I believe in all of you. Oh, what you got here? My phone died for a bit, but I'm back. Hey, there you go. Fantastic. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for making it back. Oh, boy. It's starting to look good. I'm starting to enjoy how this is looking. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of spots I need for this to dry. So, if nothing else, I'm done with this. But I could probably do something else. Like a different piece. Hold on a second. Let me get this table readjusted. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, I think we're going to work on this one. Got us a little something here. Ooh, I'm a little chilled. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. So we got this one here. Y'all remember this one, I think. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna work on this one a little bit. Why not, right? Gotta let the Terminator painting chill for a little bit. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, we still have this here. Alright. So this painting here, this is I forgot exactly what the inspiration was for this. I know that the trees have people in them. That's the thing. It's like a representation of like, man, I forgot what I had for the whole premise of the painting. I really did. I forgot because I've been working on so many other things. But I know that this is like. The whole idea of this is like a disembodied forest, like walking through it, you know, it's like a forest of, you know, these people are stuck in these trees, you know, they're just like been kidnapped, kind of just like pulled off their path, pushed in there, kind of deal. That's kind of the idea. That was the idea, I believe. I don't know. But we're just gonna run with that. I probably was just feeling some kind of way, probably pissed and angry, feeling off. You know, sometimes I feel really off and I just paint whatever I'm feeling. Most of my paintings come from emotion in most cases. Some of them do. Not a lot, but they do from time to time. This one may have been one of those. So we can keep with the same momentum of pain. You know, because pain's something that we all can remember, keep on tap. We all deal with it somehow. There we go. There we go. That's a nice tree. It's a very nice looking tree there. I would say so myself. Okay, so my thing is I want to get all of the thick paint part done. Now come through with the pen, with the acrylic pencil, and do all the tightening up of everything. There we are. There we go. All right. Oh. Where's the other one? That didn't drop it? Nope. Alright. Yeah, I'm starting to die. Ooh, boy. Looks good so far. There we go. There, because I couldn't show you guys, but there you go. You can kind of see it, right? Uh-oh. Hold on one second. Yeah, we'll give that a second to dry. I just touched something wet. Hold on. Okay. Cool. And I also got my daggone sweethearts. My sweetheart sweethearts. The only thing about Valentine's Day I even care about is the candy. Just these. Nothing else. No other candy. I don't care about chocolate that much. Right? But these, get out of here. There we are. Alright, so now we got the wing almost done. But you guys can't see where that's at, so we'll stick up here. There we are. Okay. Good vibes. Good vibes.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Bow.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
I'll tell you what we'll do. This is different. Just say McDonald's. Uh-oh. Did you enjoy it? Was it any good by chance? Hopefully it was. Oh no. That's a hole. Oh shit.
Walk up in this bitch like,
No.
yeah, I'm really him.
Oh, probably been
Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Hold up.
Okay. Well, I think I could probably just get by with just using the actual brush at this point for this. Uh-oh. This paintbrush is shy. Well, I'm gonna get a paintbrush one last good ride of his life. Let it finish this. I'm tossing it after this whole piece. It's frayed and it's busted. It didn't do well when I cleaned it last. So, unfortunately, it's reached this end of the road. Oh, gallop time. What did you have from the Golem skull? I'm curious now. What did you have to eat from there? I haven't been there in a while. Last time I was there, I think I had a chicken and some nuggets. I want to say that's what I have, but I'm not for sure. Not 100% sure. Doing just great back here. Well, we already started. Your ball. Gotta knock it down. Ah, you silly thing. My brush. Right. No. I don't know where my brush went, but no matter. That's why artists have multiple brushes. There's a little bit more to it than just that. There we go. Alright. There we are. Nice. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you like the content that I'm creating. I normally paint on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Normally it's digital work, but as of late I've been doing whatever I feel like doing. So just join in, see what kind of art I'm doing. I'm streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 8 p.m. Central Time. Definitely love to have you. And thank you all to the mad ones that are here all the time. Thank you, as always. Your madness is greatly appreciated. So, definitely join the crew. Like, share, subscribe if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and try to push up. Try to get our 300 subs. I think we get something special for the channel. We start getting into higher numbers, and then we start getting access to certain stuff. Either way, it'll be cool to have 300 subscribers. I mean, hell, it's even cool just to have 200 shit. It's cool to have be over 50. You know? Sometimes it's just baffling, like it's mind blowing. And a cold Coke, yeah. McChicken and a cold Coke, very nice. Oh yeah, 300. Yes, that's the goal. Try to shoot for that. I figured small goals are good to work with. You know, the ultimate goal is to get platinum. That's what I want. I don't know if there's any other platinum art channels out there, but if there's no platinum art channels, I want to be the first. Same, thank you, Sloth. Same. That's the ultimate goal. The big goal is one day being that high echelon. Uh-oh. Hey, I found a tube of paint. I'm always finding tubes of paint around. This is the kind of music that they play at like CERN and different labs, before they start tampering with shit and blow open an interdimensional portal, they're getting in there, just getting crunked up, just someone over there pop locking and sliding around in the place, like doing all that stuff, crazy. And then it happens, oh my goodness, no. No. Nah. Nah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Let me go on ahead and put this on here. Here's the part that you guys probably want to see. This is a glow-in-the-dark paint, right? Same as this is glow-in-the-dark as well. So this is kind of a technique I came up with myself, especially if you want glow-in-the-dark to give it like a very thick raised feel. You kind of have to dab it a certain way, kind of bunch it, just like bunch together, right? But you can smooth it out, but what I'm looking for, I wanted it to look off. Oh, that's lovely. It's separating. Wintertime is not your friend, nor is summertime your friend for paint. And why do I say that? Well, let me explain it this way. So, wintertime is going to make your paint cake up, right? The paint will cake up, it'll get all nasty and gross. It may separate depending, because what's going to happen is you're going to have heat and cold and all that stuff in your area. I know the feeling trying to, let me get that way with my twist and pick challenge. Also trim on soup. This is I'm on soup. I'm on soup. Hey man, what you on? What you on these days, man? I'm doing soup. Oh, what do you mean? No man, I'm on the soup. That's what I do. Hi, my name is Doug, and I'm a soupaholic. Hello, Doug. How many cans of soup do you have a day? I got a can of soup in my pants leg right now. I'm actually just, I'm sucking into my rectum as we sit here. You're that bad? Yeah, I just, sometimes I get so hungry for soup, I just run off and hide in alleys and just chug it. I butt slam soup. I hope you never run into anybody like that. That's rough. That's real rough. Especially if you know the person. Like, would you imagine if it's like a family member or a friend? And they're like, I got something I gotta tell you. And you're like, what is it? You gotta promise me you don't judge. And it's like, okay man, I ain't gonna judge you. I can't, you know, like, it's just silly. Like, I don't know what to do. Sometimes I think of these things, not like I'm trying to drive myself nuts, but I always think of like I always believe in if you get yourself prepared for unnatural things that are just like so bizarre, there's no wind to it. If you come across an easy situation, it's almost like child's play. Like, I always think about, like, what would I do if I got into a hand-to-hand fight with a Transformer? I'm dead. Like, I know that. But if I get into a hand-to-hand fight with a human being, I might have a chance. So that gives me more of an opportunity to get myself prepared. Now, if I'm thinking to myself, oh, man, you know, I'm not going to take on this Transformer or whatever. I don't know. So I thought I had something there, but I didn't have anything. I'm actually looking at this paint thing and it's about to separate. I'm hoping it doesn't. There we go. Anyways, that's gonna be okay for right now. Now we come back through with the black paint and then we go over that one more time. I think by the time I get done with this, it might be close to 11. And I guess we'll be boogieing out of here then. I challenge you to get your imagination back. Next time that we get together, I want everybody to have a pencil and a piece of paper. Get you a sketchbook between now and then. Then go to the dollar store, the Wally of the world. Then go to wherever you want. Get you a sketchbook and some pencils. I'm going to teach you guys something. We're going to do something on next Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of an introduction of how to draw. Because I saw somebody today, 2 people, and in the conversation that we were having, they both said this, not together, but at different times. But the fact that they both said this unnerved me. I can't draw to save my life. I don't know how to do art. I can't do art. I don't know how to do that. That ain't something I can do. Anybody can do art. You gotta get your creativity back. You gotta rise it back up from the phoenix. You know? I want to give you guys the opportunity to try to teach yourself how to draw like I taught myself. And what I want to do is I want to teach you how I taught myself. Now, if you want to learn from somebody else, hey, I Cap. Got it. Fantastic. So if you guys want to learn from somebody else in a more traditional manner, I know I'm not the person for you. But if you want to learn how I'm drawing right now, how I taught myself how to draw, just like I am right now, I can do so. And we will start with something I'm going to show you guys here in a moment. And once you get it perfected, it makes life a lot easier, especially as an artist. Okay, so this is still wet. I can't really do much with this. So, here's what we'll do. Alright. I'm going to bring this back here. Alright. This is what I'm going to show you guys. I want to show you guys stick figure circle picture. Right? And if I show you this, it might make more sense. Okay? Now everybody talks about, oh, I can't do nothing but stick figure. I can't. The painting is wet. I didn't expect it to be such a soppy mess. So, let's see here. We're going to find just a blank sheet that hasn't been compromised. Completely blank. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to change this music because I want to listen to something a little bit cooler than this. There we go. Nah, still want to listen to something a little bit better than this. Nah, this one's alright. This one's alright. So, what we're going to look at here first, because I need to do this with something a little bit darker. So most of the time you start off with this. What we'll do for you guys. Oh boy, I'm searching the whole situation out. Uh-oh. Nope. Hey, look at that. Look what I did. So, anyways, everybody's used to drawing a stick figure, right? We'll just do this. Circle for the head. And then you got your body. Your arms. There. You got your legs, right? So, there. As you can see here, you got your basis for a stick figure, right? So let me tone this down a bit. Or maybe you can't see it because it is toned down too much. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. Alright, so what we're going to do here, from this being the circle, now the next thing you would do is like, well, how would I do anything from here? You would do semicircles, right? I'm going to change this because I'm not talking over that. So, semicircles would be how you would do this. Now fix this because that's behind too.
I've been giving you the worst. Now you wanna stay tonight.
See, there you go. So you put a semicircle there. And then you do an oval over the stick. Same thing with the other arm. Small ovals. And then you can do the some people don't do this. I like to put this one here myself. That's something I like to do. You don't have to do what I do, but I like to do that just for tip placement. It makes it easier for me. You can do it however you choose. But as you can see here, this is basic 101 wireframe body. That right there, that's a wireframe body. Now from here, how would you make an arm or a leg? Simple, right? The next part is very simple. This is the part that's going to make you go nuts, right? So, I can't draw, Mel. Can't ever figure it out. I will never be good. I can't get right. My whole life I wanted to draw. I wish I could do what you're doing, etc. Well, I'm about to show you something. So you saw all that, right? Okay, so take this. Once you figure out how to shape, once you figure out what you want to shape, once you figure out how you want things to be, you won't really have to rely on it. But in general, I went back through and erased all the stick figure lines. And all I do is just there. So once you get rid of the wire frame, I mean basically you got this right here, right? So you got, of course you would get the proportion different and everything, but this is pretty much it. See, so now you got that, right? And then once you go from here and then you erase, you know, like the inside of the arm and everything, you basically got an arm. And then you get rid of the knee, and then basically you get a knee. And as you go along, it pretty much turns into something simple, like if I wanted to, I could just do and you can use it for however you want to. For the nose, many different things. You see, like even the nose you can do it. Even the face you can do it, right? So bubbles can be useful, and we can go over that, and I can show you guys in a little bit more detail. We can take our time with it, you know, like bit by bit. And I'll have the camera change so it'll be a little bit better clarity and look a little bit clearer and cleaner, right? So what you guys want to see now? We got a little bit of time. We got about 20 minutes. You guys want to chat? Do you want to cut it short and get on out of here? What you mad ones want to do? Throw it in the chat. Let me know what you guys are feeling. I want to take a moment and try to clean up my area a little bit and get some of these brushes taken care of. At least now I found where my other brush went. That's a wonderful thing. That'll be an after the stream grab. Maybe chat. Okay. I'm gonna be staying for a little longer. Okay. We can chat. We can definitely do that. Let's see. I'll tell you what. While we chat, I will finish this. Since I will show you guys what I've been working on. I'll dabble with this for a little bit. I'm making this right here. It's a magnet. I'll show you guys what I've been doing. I'm giving this to my mother, but it's a magnet, right? Chit chat? Alright, well, throw something in here. What's the subject? I'll give you guys a minute, but yeah, I'm doing this. This is watercolor, but it's a magnet though. And it's got the hair and everything, which I thought this was cool. That's what happens when your finger sweats and you barely touch it and you're like, oh my goodness, what did I do? You know? But we'll have fun here. So, the chat. Let me see what we got in here. Some chit chat. Well, let's see. What is something? Ooh, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you. That's dope. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got I have another picture I did from memory that I'm going to do. I did one for a long time ago. Are there more of those? I got one. I got one more magnet. The other magnet, that one is the Martian. This one here is the Man on Mars. I just haven't done the eyes yet, but this is a Man on Mars, right? And that's a whole helmet. You see, you get it now? You get it? It's like the look from the front of the helmet. And then you get that in the back, and then you get the little ship and the little pod, you know. You're obsessed over snails now? Snails are interesting. Snails are very interesting. They are, how they, wowza, thanks. Yeah, snails are interesting creatures. They really are. I like them a little bit better than slugs. I'm not a slug fan. I don't know. Call me mean. Yeah, you guys get to see a little behind the scenes stuff. I like to fold my paper towel and put it in here. It makes it easier for me. I could just pull it off of the rack, but I don't, because it's silly. And just fold them up. I think I had half of them, and then I realized, oh no, show's about to start. Oh, I'll tell you something I'm trying to do. Some of you might think that this is stupid or whatnot. So, I didn't realize that I have a younger audience that watch me, which I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I never thought that I would. It's funny how I always said I wanted to be able to, you know, if I had the money to be able to set up some kind of fund for young artists, like, you know, some type of college fund or something, right? Might still get the opportunity one day, but I'm trying to do something different, and I realized that I'm trying to cut down on cussing a little bit. And I know some of you might be like, oh, that's silly, why are you going to do that? But I don't know, I just something different I want to do, and I feel like I'm in a position now. I'm going to be in more of a public setting, seeing people and in front of people. And I need to work on that, because I can't just be like, oh yeah, just start tearing off, right? So I'm trying to do some self-help things to help myself with that. It's hard though, because F-bombs are my bread and butter. That's what I like to throw. If there's any one word that I like to throw more than anything is just F this, F that, you mother, just hard on, just going for it, right? This is the next picture. That's the last one out of the 4 horsemen that's left. That's the last one. I would start on it. I could start on it. You want me to start on it? Is that what you guys want me to do? 15 minutes? Last little bit. Why not? Yeah, the other 3 have been sealed, so this is the last one in the group. We'll pedal with it. Why not, right? Sure thing. Cool. I think tonight's stream has been awesome. We had a great time. FBI agents came and They ate all our ice cream. We had a couple of CPR dummy robots come in, and they took our chairs. But I can tell you one thing: we did not give in to Shadow Law. So, M. Bison did not win tonight, and we will be strong enough to fight Shadow Law and his terrorist robots of Yu-Gi-Ohs. I don't know. This is why I'm the maddest artist on YouTube. There we go. Now the trick with these pens, because I make it look like it's not that big of a deal, right? But it's a lot going on here. So here's the problem. You got to press the tip of the pen to dispense the actual, you see? But if you do it on the canvas, because it's fine tip, you'll punch a hole through it, right? So that's why I'm taking it real easy, and it sucks because you gotta be very careful. What did you say? Hell yeah! Nice. Yeah. So you got to be very careful with using these if you do decide to. They are nice if you aren't very comfortable with using a paintbrush and you want to feel the difference of, you know, paint in comparison to you know, marker or anything like that. Definitely give them a try. You can find them on Amazon. I think $20-30, something like that. And I know sometimes that sounds like it's a lot, but you know. So, but if you got it to spare, I always look at it as this way. It don't matter if you get your supplies at the Wally or if you get it at name brand place. You know, a pencil's a pencil. It all depends on the person writing the story. Same thing with art. You know, the stuff is there. Yeah, you'll find there are such things as better quality equipment, but at the end of the day, your skill really is all that matters. All right, let's. Oh. Oh man. Well, it's almost that time. Boy, it sure does go by when we're having fun here. I tell you, Mad Ones, I thank you guys for being the best part of the show. I hope you all had a great day. I hope you all had a great time being here, hanging out with my crazy self, and got to see some interesting art. I hope it inspired you a little bit. If nothing else, maybe I gave you a good chuckle and a laugh. If you could be so kind as to hit that subscribe button, that'd be great. Maybe I can get some more people, and then we'll get 300 people. And you know what that is? That means that that's 300 people, and that means that we're getting closer to having 400. You just keep gaining more and more Mad Ones, and before long, we'll take over the world. Great show, thank you. Thank you very much. There's that. Yeah, it's gonna be something, ain't it? Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna set that there. I don't even know if the camera's gonna work. I can try it and see if it'll go, if it's gonna act okay now. Still nothing. Still nothing. I don't understand it. I enjoy this. Thank you. Thank you. That sucks. The camera's being a donkey tonight. What about over here? Nothing. What about back over here? I guess this is it. This is as close as it gets. Oh, well. We tried. It just didn't work. So, you know, on the plus side, hey, we had a great time. Yeah, we kicked a lot of good old-fashioned, old-school ass. And the picture looks awesome. Oh, what happened? Windows Update is what happened, so Windows Update. It decided, oh, well, I'm going to update. And you know what happened? The mouse and the keyboard and the stupid camera went down because of it. And it was really dumb. Not a big fan of when that type of stuff happens, guys. Usually, that kind of irritates the hell out of me and I kind of lose my mind a little bit. But not today. Still a little tacky. Can't do much with that right now. This is gonna be cool when this gets done. Well, I can show you. I don't have anything else really to show right now. Everything else is kind of wet and kind of waiting. Yeah, I know, Skull. It sucks. You know. Well, what can you do? You know, it's electronics, it's technology. That's the kind of stuff that goes on with that. You know, it's just part of it. And, you know, it's the same thing. They haven't fixed that. They probably never will. You know, software causing other software to have issues. Nothing's ever foolproof. Yet again, I got another daggone brush pulled out. Nothing, no tip. Another tipless brush. Why do I keep finding? You know, that's something that you can say to someone if you ever want to burn them. If they ever say something nasty to you, you can say one out of 10 men have no tip, and I think you are the 10th man, and you have no tip, meaning that your penis has no tip to it, meaning that you're a defective individual, meaning that you're less than, without calling them all that nasty stuff. That's a good way to get back at them. I don't know. I bully bullies. I don't like bullies. I think they need help. I do. I think they need help. They can be redeemed if they want to. If they want to, is the biggest thing. Let's see here. Alright, all of these are good. I got my workstation back clean and back in pristine order except for all of this because that's all stained. Well, I'm going to go on ahead and get out of here, Mad Ones. I hope you all had a good night. Thank you all for being here. Had a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed the engagement tonight. We will be back working on probably the Mario Brothers coloring book on Tuesday. Yes. Tuesday we'll be back doing the coloring books. So you guys stay mad. I will see you then. I'm gonna go on ahead. At least the exit of the show. Thank you, Skull. Good night. Good night as well. And I think the end of the show still works at least. At least we still got that. So with no further ado, it was a good show. Love the Snell. Snell is awesome. That's cool. Bye. Thank you, Demetra. Well, alright, Mad Ones. I'm out of here. And as always, take it easy. We'll see you next time. Bye.